We're here at Skankfest with Ian Fidance, America's #1 comedian.
Yeah.
Ian, Skankfest features over 90 different comedians. Who is the most underrated comedian at Skankfest? Who would that be?
Oh my God, what a question. I don't know, dude. I love Brendan Sagalow so much.
Okay.
He's the fucking shit. His podcast is breaking up, but like a phoenix, he's gonna rise from the ashes, and I'm encouraging to focus on comedic rap. He's so good at freestyling.
Okay, and who would the most overrated no, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
So the fans they're great, but they're a little crazy here at Skankfest. I feel like,
little.
what's the craziest thing you've seen so far this year or at other Skankfests in the past?
Oh, I can't speak to the craziest thing I've seen with a fan, but I can certainly say the craziest thing is this seems to be the legless capital of the world. It's like the second you lose your legs, they put you in a wheelchair without brakes and just push you to fucking Vegas, dude. It's crazy. And I didn't know a side effect of meth is basket weaving with Palm Sunday leaves. Like, I don't fucking get that, dude. It's fucking nuts.
What city would you think Skankfest would really prosper in next?
I don't know, man. I'm New York through and through. I say bring it back to where it started.
Yeah.
We need a Skankfest New York. It's bigger than ever. Fucking, we can find the venue. Let's fucking do it. Let's go. Let's take it back to the fucking start.
Do you think that this is a better flow and vibe here with everyone in this one? It's like all in one venue. A different festival like Moon Tower, for example, is a bunch of different clubs at different spots. Do you prefer that as a comedian, or do you not even really think about it?
It's better here because the worst part is like the travel. And like I said, the shows are great, but it gets in the way of the hang. And this is like the only time we can all be together. We're all not on the road, you know, it's the best. And so having a spot where you can go is like great, man. And the shows are like packed. Everyone's here. Like those other festivals are great, but it's like 7 locals and then like somebody from like fucking WME that like knows nothing about comedy. They majored in business. Yeah. And now they're trying to get in on the get down. Yeah. It's like, fuck that. This is the best festival because it's all about the fans. There's no fucking industry bullshit. It's all people that dig you and they're coming up to you and like they get a chance to be like, dude, I work a fucking job I hate. You get me through it. And that's like the best fucking thing ever. And it's direct to the fans. It's right to them. And that's why it makes this one the best fucking festival.
Hey, it's me,
Yo.
Ian Fidance. Whoa, what's going on, everyone? Rock and roll forever. Yo.
Fuck on forever.
Hey, rock the vote. Unless you're voting to decriminalize being gay, in which case that rules.
Yeah. Iran, you're next.
Iraq, I wish. Talking to that. Your turn.
Is this thing on? Hello?
Hold on, it's close to turning on. Look me in the eye next time.
Hey.
That's enough.
Also, what's a motherfucker got to do to get a vegetable around here?
Oh.
It's like
the
nothing.
steak.
The only green thing is weed and this motherfucker's shirt.
Yeah.
Like, get me a fucking piece of asparagus or broccoli. I'm dying.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
It's really, I had a coney dog for lunch.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I've been living off White Castle and fucking.
You know what I'm having for dinner?
What?
My own wake. Oh, good. The camera guy's crying. It sucks.
I'm tagging you in.
All right,
I'm
man.
out. Love you guys.
See ya.
Wrap on
Thanks
me,
again.
everybody.
Sammy's the king.
Hey, come on. He's wasted. He's not even sober. He's fucking housed right now. It sucks.
What you did yesterday at the spooky story thing was one of the funniest things I think I've ever seen in my
Thanks,
entire
man. Yeah, that was fun, and it was fucked up because we brought out Gardini because he was tripping so bad.
That was so funny.
Gardini was just chilling because he had a safe space with like me and Sass and Colum, and then we were like, let's put Gardini on as he's peaking on LSD, and then we brought him out there, and he just kind of like, I don't want to be here. This isn't good. And then he just turned around. So I had to grab the other microphone and bail him out by really scraping out any ego he had left. You're bombing, Sean. Quit having a panic attack. Tell a joke.
Then I figure this was planned because you are both professional comedians, but when he went off stage and he was talking into the microphone, are you kidding me? Because that was the funniest.
I know. He
was just
ripped that
talking-
whole thing, and he was being sincere because he did have a terrible time because I made a fool of. You guys, I showed my ass out there. And that's why I went out afterward and said it was all planned to try and validate how funny Sean actually is.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it just seemed like a cruel prank.
Sam, the Denver Post describes you as the absurd voice of a surreal generation.
I made that quote up.
I was gonna ask, what does that mean?
I made that quote up in 2008 because I had to write my own bio. Yeah, and I'm from Denver, and I was like, yeah, and I loved, whose bio? I loved Dave Attell's bio, and it had, yeah, so I made that completely up, and it's still in my bio to this day. What does it mean?
Yeah,
The absurd voice of a surreal generation. It's pretentious.
So, Skankfest features over 90 different comedians.
Wow.
Who would you say is the most underrated comic here?
Blake Hammond from Cincinnati. Blake Hammond's so funny, dude. He looks kind of like a little armadillo of a man, but his jokes are rock solid, and he's opening for, he opened for Canane, he opened for Norman in Cincinnati. Yeah, Blake's the most underrated guy here for sure.
Okay.
You've never heard of him?
No.
And your whole job is aggregating comedy content.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blake's got a great special out by 4x3 Productions. I love Blake.
Okay, check out Blake.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna learn something from that too.
What's everyone else said? Shane Gillis?
Well, he's not here.
Oh, yeah. Whoops. So many fucking fat guys are disappointed that Shane's not here.
I heard someone fake announce that he was coming out next, and the crowd went nuts. And then some random, I don't know who it was, but someone just had to go out there after the crowd is so disappointed, and that sucks for that guy.
What a wicked thing to do
Yeah.
to that fourth-year open micer from Memphis. Also, by the way, thank you to Dick's Last Resort for making a statue of me.
We're over here with Sam and his brother, Dick. Skankfest is supposed to be the craziest party in all of comedy. You hear all about it online. What's the craziest thing that you've ever seen at any Skankfest?
So, the thing that most blew my mind, is that fair to say?
Yeah. Sure.
A bunch of, very kind and sweet people who come up to you and they're like, I really don't want to bother you, but would you sign my book? Or I saw you in Kansas City and you were great. The expectations of this place is it's going to be a rolling chud factory where every guy is wearing a tap-out shirt and their girlfriends all have black eyes. They're covering up with fucking mall makeup. But no, everyone's super sweet here, and it totally blew any expectations I had. I'm a happily married man. I'm not sniffing around late night. I don't know. All these crazy stories, I'm not privy to them because I'm playing grab ass with Dan Soder or giving Ian Fidance a piggyback ride. To be able to hang out with all these people that I barely see ever is so special. So I'm not trying to stir up any hell. Annie Letterman was very funny last night. I've never seen her do stand-up before. Steve Ranazizi had a very good bit. Yeah, it's just cool to see people who are allegedly your peers, but you never cross paths with them. Also, fucking Nick Rochefort came up to me last night for $1 Million Extreme. Him and Sam Hyde had that show that I grew up on, bro. He came up and he's like, bro, you're the only funny comic besides Shane Gillis. And I was like, I told my brother that, and my brother loves $1 Million Extreme, so it was, anyway.
Wow.
I'm still high on that shit.
That would mean you're the only funny comic here by his math.
Well, he's there's a certain level of genius to what he does, so.
Well, that kind of leads into my next question. Do you naturally learn anything about your craft, any tips or tricks of the stand-up game, just spending so much time with other comedians?
I have nothing to learn. I perfected the form.
That's a good point.
Oh, it's a total waste of time to even do it anymore. No, you learn so much, dude. You see, I shouldn't be answering these questions sincerely. That's not what they want to see. These content hounds out there on their fucking breaks from their swing shifts or Radio Shack, they don't want to hear me be earnest. I'm down $1,200 on blackjack. I didn't want to start drinking, but it's 6:30 and I've already had a bunch of Bud Lights, so it's going to be spiraling. I think the craziest thing I saw last year was H. Foley and Kevin Ryan lose $3,000 in a half an hour on blackjack.
Damn.
Yeah.
What other city would you want to see something like Skankfest in besides Vegas?
Pensacola, Florida, dude. If they could do this on the beach, or maybe in some war-torn African protectorate where there's literally no laws and we can actually buy and sell people, we can cage fight people to the death. That'd be kind of fun. Yeah. Somewhere in Serbia or fallen Moldova.
Yeah. That's what Ian was saying too.
Yeah, he wants to have people on leashes.
Yeah.
But in America, Pensacola, Florida would be great.
Awesome. Pensacola.
I love Pensacola, bro.
Do you really?
Oh yeah, dude, no one's on the beach for 10 months of the year, and you can just drink Yingling on the beach and watch people suck each other off down the sand. It's very nice.
Sounds like a good time to me. How do you think being here at Skankfest differs from your just regular tour life as far as interacting with the fans after your shows?
Well, I sell all my own merch after shows still, and people are very nice there, and they're very nice here. The only thing here is walking around is difficult because guys come up and they're like, hey, this is my wife. She's got huge tits, because I have a podcast called Chubby Behemoth, and one of the initial bits that hit was who's got 'em, talking about women's heavy breasts. So now dudes come up after the show with a girl who's been dragged to the show begrudgingly, and they're like, this is the guy that I listen to all day on the fucking, when I'm driving my forklift. she's got him. And then he like reaches over and like lifts up her boob. And it's like, I have not said a word to your wife yet.
Yeah.
This is horrific. This is like the worst intro to meeting someone ever.
You're just like,
That happens up there. That's happened like 8 times today.
That's hilarious.
Someone coming up and being like, I love the pod, dude. Check these out. And it's like, no, that's a comedic persona. Like I would never objectify a woman on the street.
that
Unless she isn't wearing a bra, and then it's game on.
Are you on edge walking around here like, oh, anything could happen at any moment with a fan, or you're just kind of expecting that?
No, I'm deeply flattered anytime anyone comes up and says, I like the things you do. I like your book, I like your pod, I like your stand-up. It's like these things I devoted my life to. It's very cool to hear people validate them, you know? And like they're usually so polite and so nervous and strange and twitchy and either going up or coming down from nose drugs. So it's like, they're very sweet. And I wasn't bothered at all yesterday.
Skankfest, if you could describe it as one drug, what would it be?
Oh, interesting. I think it would be some weird research chemical that you can only get off like a 53-year-old dude who lives down at the end of the cul-de-sac, or like a 15-year-old on the dark web. It's something that doesn't have a name. It just has like a molecule and like a binary code, because it's really hard to describe. Like, I mean, it's euphoric. It's also very daunting. It sends you on this like wild, erratic thrill ride, because every fucking time I'm on stage, I want to prove that I'm funny, because there's so much expectation for me to be funny after last year. So it's good. And then when you get off stage, you're just this like fucking violent come down, dude. So yeah, I really don't think that there's a drug out there yet, besides like maybe adrenochrome. You know, I think this was like the feeling of this place was harvested from a terrified 8-year-old boy. You know, and yeah, I'm enjoying every minute of it. Congrats on your success online, dude.
Oh, thank you. That means
Dude,
a lot.
I told my podcast producer I'm gonna go do an interview with Joke World, and he was like, yes, because like he knows what that means, man. So, oh, good. Stanhope's here. Get over here.
Here's the Twitter poll. Would you rather see Bert Kreischer finally put on a fucking shirt, or Sam Talent put on a pair of pants with these grotesque fucking legs? Like, you should be wearing those sleeves.
I'm
that
wearing
hold-
one, stupid.
Oh, you are? Yeah. Oh, you're gross.
What?
You have fucking open pustules that you have to hide. He can't just let go. I would let go of my vintage suits if he would just put on some trousers.
Make them in my size, bro.
Well, maybe you should change sizes.
This guy's Joke World. You know Joke World?
No. Do you know if a guy has a microphone and goes, hey, can I talk to you about a thing? And you go, that's not connected to anything. And he's got a camera, but there's no red light blinking. It's not a real camera. They get this shit at a thrift store, and they're just duping you into, hey, we have the #1...
You're used to a camera where a man's hiding behind a sheet and cranking it, and then like whenever he's actually filming, smoke pops out of it. That's your issue with it. This is new media, bro.
I gotta go see Dr. Drew and just say, listen, based on the bloat of my head after 2.5 days of Skankfest, do I have a problem? We'll find out the answer after these commercial messages.
There's no commercials. It's for YouTube, you old bitch.
I'm trying to fucking get some sponsorship for these f***ings. Oh,
This is
see,
usable.
now I'm canceled. All right, I said f***ing and I'm canceled. I will suck every dick in this park.
At Joke World. That's did it. At Joke World.
And the world is WRLD.
That's a great YouTube channel, Joke World. Check it out.